Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to be testing out the new Makeup Forever foundation. I went into Sephora and I got a little sample. I did order one from Makeup Forever website. I ordered a mini, but I decided to take advantage of the fact that it's actually in stores. So I went in to get a sample instead of buying the full bottle, just to see if the shade that I got is a good shade or if it isn't. And also to, of course, test out the foundation. So if you are interested to see how this foundation works for my skin type, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right, so let's get to talking about this foundation. It is the HD Skin Undetectable Longwear Foundation. It comes in 40 shades, which I think is absolutely beautiful. If you look at the picture where it gives you the swatches, there's pretty much 10 shades available for each skin color category. So like your fair, your light to medium, and then your medium to tan, and then deep, which I think is absolutely great, and other beauty brands really need to take note of that. It retails for $43 and you do get 1 fluid ounce. The claims are an undetectable liquid foundation that blurs and covers imperfections for up to 24 hours, powered by a micro skin system that syncs with the skin for true to skin finish. It is a medium coverage, it has a natural finish. So this is supposed to be a reformulated formula of the old Ultra HD foundation, and I'm saying old because they're actually phasing that foundation out. I never actually tried it out. The only foundation that I have tested out from them is the Makeup Forever Water Tone. This is a skin tint and it's like watery, and as you could tell, I have definitely used this. This is in the shade Y35 and it's very light, way too light for my skin tone. There it is, and it's a beautiful skin tint. I really enjoy it. I have definitely used it quite a bit. So for the sample, I went ahead and asked for 2N22. The shade I ordered online, and I ordered from the Makeup Forever website. Let me tell you why I ordered from the Makeup Forever website. I ordered from the website because they did offer minis. So like a half size bottle is probably less than half an ounce, but it was a smaller bottle of certain shades on the foundation. That way I don't fully commit to a full bottle. It just made more sense because I am a makeup reviewer and I just have so many foundations already. All right, so this is what the little sample looks like. So they literally just pump some in here. I'm just going to do a tiny little swatch because I want to make sure I have enough left over for the wear test. All right, so as you can see, that's actually a really good match. As you can tell, the 325, it has, I kind of went over it a little bit, but it has a little bit more of a pinky tone to it. And it's definitely lighter than my skin. I would say the 2N22 is pretty close to the shade on the back of my hand. Right here when it's like close to my shoulder, I am a tiny bit darker than I am right here in my neck. I bring my skincare down to my neck, and that's why my neck is so light. And I wash my hands a lot. I wash, you know, dishes for kids and whatnot. So that's why my hands are a tiny bit lighter than what my shoulders are. But I feel like I would be able to make 2N26 work for me, especially once summer hits and I start getting more sun. So I think this one is a good shade for now, my winter shade, and then 2N26 hopefully is not too much darker and it should also work. Okay, so let me bring you on in closer and we can get started. All right guys, so I did go in with primers and I went ahead and only did half of my face with primers. I went in with this Smashbox Photo Finish Correct Anti-Redness Primer in my T-zone and right here, and then I went in with the Makeup Forever. This is the Hydra Booster. I have definitely seen just a couple couple of reviews on this foundation, and even though I was looking at the website, it says it has a natural finish. It seems like it's more of a natural matte finish. So I decided to go with this since it's a little hydrating. For this side, all I have is my moisturizer just to make sure my skin is hydrated and ready to place the foundation on top. Okay, so I have 2 brushes here. These are new. I'm super excited. This was definitely influenced by Tania B Wells, and this one I've just heard so many great things about Smith brushes. This is the 115 foundation brush, but this one seems like it's a little dense for foundation. I don't know, so I'm not sure which one I want to use for today. I think I'm gonna go with the Sonia G. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go into my little container and get some on my finger. I did bring a sponge for this side. Hopefully can cover this nastiness. Remember I told you guys it was getting worse? I wasn't wrong. Oh yeah, FYI, my toddler is here. Those of you who have been around, you already know, but those of you who are new, my toddler is here with me while I film. All right, so that seems like a good amount. All right, so now I'm going to grab my new Sonia G Jumbo Foundation brush. Yeah, it's called the Jumbo Base Brush. And I'm going to okay, it definitely feels lightweight. And I do feel it's an okay matte. I don't know about the neutral. Do you see neutral? I mean, it's definitely not, I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, this is what we are looking like, and I would definitely agree with the finish being like a natural matte. I don't know about natural. I mean, there is a tiny bit of glowiness, but it almost feels like it dries down to powder a tiny bit. I mean, I swatched it on my hand earlier and it lasted on there quite some time, and it definitely did dry down, and it definitely felt like it dried down to a powder. Now we're going to do the other side with the sponge. This is just like a ColourPop blending sponge. And I'm going to start. Okay, so this is what both sides are looking like. And as you can tell, you do get a tiny bit more coverage with the brush side than you do with the sponge. This is one of the reasons why I hate using sponges. You see all of that product wasted in here. But it does look beautiful. Definitely looks like my skin, but better on this side. On this side as well, just with a tiny bit more coverage. But I feel like you would actually enjoy either way with applying this foundation because both sides look actually very beautiful. Okay, so as you saw, I went in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. This is fairly new to me. I think this is the 3rd time I have used this. It's in the shade 30. So far, I am really really enjoying this concealer. Another Tania recommendation. I am loving the way my base is looking. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Under eyes are looking beautiful. Base is looking beautiful. I did go in with a tiny bit more on this side and I finished it off with a brush just so everything can look nice and even. And I am going to powder, so I'm going to get everything else done and then I'll be back with my face completed. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever translucent pressed setting powder for the under eyes, and I'm going to use the Makeup Forever loose matte powder in shade 2.0 Banana. So when I come back, everything will be done. In the meantime, why don't you go ahead and enjoy Mary from the future for the foundation check-ins on the wear test. All right, guys, check-in number 1 for this Makeup Forever foundation. So I finished applying this at around 11:45 in the morning. It is now 12:18 and I am loving the way my complexion is looking. So far, I'm really enjoying this Makeup Forever foundation. So let's see how long we can wear it for today. I kind of wanted to address a small little thing. I think this is the second or third time that I've been asked or it has been suggested that I don't use filters on my camera. I don't have a filter on my camera. I did have my fiance play around with the settings because when I first got this camera, I didn't like what it was doing when I was filming. And I mean, this is like a $300 or $350 camera, so it's not like the absolute best quality. Hopefully soon I can buy my dream camera, which is like $1,500, but right now I just can't really invest in a more expensive camera. So the quality is not as amazing as it could be, which is why I like to do like my foundation check-ins in front of a big window where I get lots of lighting. And I feel like sometimes that can also look like I have a filter on my camera. I don't, I promise you. I don't like using filters when I'm filming because I want you guys to see what it looks like. If I had a more expensive, better quality camera, then I feel like you would definitely see a more crisper image of what the skin actually looks like. I tried to play with my lighting as well so that it can look as natural as possible, but sometimes it's just impossible to get it 100% with this camera. So yes, I do not use any filters at all. This is what my skin looks like. When I film in the afternoon. Right now, my fiance is away for work and he probably won't be back until about beginning or middle of April. So I got a long ways to go. I can try and film during the day with the twins, but trust me, you do not. It would be crazy. You would hear, yeah, it would be crazy. I already have to film with my toddler in the filming room with me, and even that I feel like it probably annoys some of you, and I'm sorry, but that's just kind of what I have to work with right now. So my apologies. And thank you for those of you who are so super understanding and still are so nice and love my reviews and are just so supportive. I appreciate every single one of you guys, but I just wanted to make sure and let you know that I don't use any filters at all, and I try my best to over time improve the quality of my videos. Okay, so I will come back for check-in number 2 and see how this foundation works. So far so good. I'm really enjoying it. This side has primer, this side does not have primer. I went ahead and used a brush for both sides. I didn't use a sponge today, but yeah, it looks good if you ask me. All right, guys, second and last check-in of the day for this Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. It is 8:49 and I finished applying my base at 11:45 in the morning. I just finished putting my toddler down for the night, and I am filming on my phone because I totally forgot to bring my camera up in my filming area. Okay, so let's take a looky here. Tzone is definitely oily but not greasy looking. I definitely notice a tiny bit more, and it's like a tiny bit more. It's not even that much on this side, which is where I didn't prime, than the side that I did prime. My chin is always like the worst out of everything, so I'm not surprised there. And yeah, everything else just looks beautiful. I would definitely advise to go into stores and get shade matched because I do feel like the shades run a little bit darker, and I don't don't think they're true with the translation of the old formula to the new formula. So like if you look up the old shade that you wore and it gives you the new shade in this new reformulated formula, I don't think it's going to be an actual match. So I think you should go in stores and get matched. And if you honestly aren't like sure and don't want to fully commit, for me personally, I got a sample because I hate returning items. They get thrown away. Even if it's unopened, they still get thrown away. So I just don't bother. So I just went ahead and got a sample of 2N22, which was the other shade that I was contemplating on getting. I probably should have gone 2N26. Like I should have gone both shades, but I mean, whatever. I was in a rush, whatnot. Yeah, that's why I got a sample, just so I can test it out for you guys. But I definitely think like if you can, go get shade matched and get a sample and try it out before you fully commit. I do feel, depending on the coverage you like, of course, I think I have about half of that little container left. So I probably have 2, maybe 3 more uses left in that thing. I definitely feel in 3 or 4 uses, you can tell whether you are going to enjoy this foundation or not. But for me personally, I get a thumbs up. I feel it performed beautifully. My Tzone does not look horrible. And yeah, I think it's a winner in my book. I am enjoying it. I will link down below a couple of videos of some of the YouTubers that I watch that are different skin types than I am, oily and dry, just so you can get other opinions, because I feel like unless you actually match my skin type, my advice doesn't really apply to you, you know? So I'll link down below a couple of videos of different skin types than what I am. All right, that is it. That concludes this wear test, and I'm going to hand you over to Mary in the studio. All right, guys, and makeup is all nice and done. It's been about 30 to 40 minutes since you last saw me. I did film another video, so I'm not sure if that'll come first or this one, but anyways, this is what it looks like. It looks beautiful. I do feel like my under eyes are looking great, so I am definitely enjoying the concealer and have not changed my mind about it. As far as the foundation goes, I do feel like it's also still looking very, very pretty. I can't tell the difference between the side that has primer versus the side that doesn't as far as finish wise. So more than likely, the wear test is where I'm going to see if I can tell a difference. But yeah, I would definitely say this is like a nice natural matte finish, and it's reminding me just a tiny bit of the Soft Matte by NARS. So if you have dry skin, I don't know how this is going to work for you, and I would definitely advise to go into Sephora, get a sample, and try it out before you fully commit into buying an actual foundation. It is clinging on the skin around my blemish here because it is dry, and that one that's almost completely gone, that was right here, it's clinging a tiny bit there too. And then the little burn that I got from the grain of rice, it's also clinging to the dry skin on there, but that's the concealer actually, not the foundation. But here, yes, for sure. So I would definitely say if you have dry skin, get a sample, try it out before you fully commit, and then that way you don't end up, you know, wasting your money if it doesn't work out for you. But as of right now, first impressions, I am loving this foundation. I'm sad that I didn't get to try out the original HD foundation. You guys already know how the wear test went. I'm hoping it went good. All right, guys, so $43 for the foundation. I know that's a little bit up there, but I definitely do feel that Makeup Forever knows how to do their complexion products. It's a brand that's been around for a while. It's a brand that a lot of makeup artists really do love and enjoy, and I do feel like they've got it down when it comes to their products. Everything I have tried from Makeup Forever, I have absolutely loved, and I feel like it's been mostly complexion products. Yeah, think about it. If it's in your budget, I don't think you would regret it. It gets my thumbs up as far as first impressions go. Okay, well, that's it. We are done. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have no idea. It truly means the world to me when you watch my videos, when you like it, and when you comment. I love interacting with you guys. Okay, with that being said, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and it would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. All right, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.